All right, now we're getting to some of those percent things. We talked about percents way back in the review chapter, but now they're throwing some more percents in there and wanting you to work with the percent equation. The percent equation says if you take the percent of the base, it's equal to the part. Of in algebra means times. So the percent times the base equals the part. So when you're picking out those values, look for the one that's followed by the word of. That's your times symbol. If I'm going to translate this into an equation, I'm saying 12 is what percent, we don't know, of times 80. Now if I want to solve that for p, what do I have to do?
12 divided by 80.
I have to divide by 80, exactly. Now when you do that, you're going to get a decimal because we're looking for a percentage, which comes out as a decimal. We have to change it to a percent. If you take your calculator and do 12 divided by 80, what do you get?
0.15.
0.15. Oops, 0.15. What am I writing 2 for? Because I looked at that 12 up there. 0.15. 0.15 is what percent?
25.
Is, oh, you got 0.25? Because you got 0.15?
15%.
15%. Because what does percent mean? Percent means out of 100, so we just move our decimal 2 places to the right or take it by 100 and add the percent sign. So 0.15 is 15%. So 12 is 15% of 80. If we look at the next one, 45%. Now when we work with 45%, we want to change that to a decimal. What decimal is 45% equal to? 0.45. 0.45 of means times 60 is what number? She already has it figured out. How'd you figure that out? We just multiplied those together, right? The x is already all by itself or whatever variable you decide to use. So these two are on the same side. I'm just going to multiply 0.45 times 60. And you get 27. 45% of 60 is 27, right? Thinking about things that are common, 50% would be half. Half of 60 is 30, so 45% should be a little less than 30. It is. It's 27. So, number 8. I want to translate that into an equation. It says 36 is what percent of 48? What should my equation be? And you can use whatever variable you want. I just put p for percent. But yes, 36 equals what percent? We put a variable there. Of means times 48. So again, in order to solve that, we're going to 36 divided by 48. 0.75, and then we have to change 0.75 to a percent. Times 100 gives me 75%. So 36 is 75% of 48. Part B, translating that into an equation. 76 is 95% of what number?
So x equals.
Just do it in the order. So
75 times 95.
No.
No, point.
76 equals
Is 95% of what number?
95.
What do we do for 95%? 0.95 times, we don't know, right? So this is a little different than the part B one on the previous one. We're missing a different thing. 76 is equals 95%, 0.95 of what? Times something. So in order to solve this one, what do we end up doing? Dividing by that 0.95. So 76 divided by 0.95 gives me 80 for our number. So 76 is 95% of 80, right? 95% is almost all of 80, not quite. So you could be missing the percent, you could be missing what's called the base of what, or you might be missing that end amount like we did on part B of the previous ones. So there's 3 different ways you're going to see them, and they're going to give you 2 at a time. And we just have to translate them just like they look, just like in that order. So 65% of 60 is what? What should my equation be? 0.65 times 60 equals W, what? Whatever we want to use there, right? 65%, 0.65 of means times 60. Since our W is by itself, we just are going to multiply those 2 together. 39 you got? 39. 65% is more than half, so more than half of 60 would be 30. That would make some sense, right? Part B. Translating that into an equation. 0.55 times W equals 22. So if I want to solve that, I'm going to divide by the 0.55, exactly.
40.
So 55% of 40 would be 22. A little more than half of 40. Yep. Now,